Yep, to see like what kind of discrimination they face, but also what kind of progress has been made in the communities they live in. So I guess when I first was thinking about like the project, I was thinking about how it's pretty crazy that we have like such a patchwork of laws and amendments from state to state. Like you can be equal in one state and get married, and you can drive just a few hours, and you can't get married and drive a few more hours, and you're not protected under hate crime laws. A few more hours, you can be fired from your job for being gay. It's just like pretty amazing that in America there's like such a difference in treatment of like a certain group of people. So I wanted to take this trip to all the lower 48 to highlight that difference.
So are you hitting every single state?
Yeah, I mean except for Alaska and Hawaii.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we can raise enough funds, we'll see.
Yeah, right. Send me to Hawaii. I'll go. I mean, if I have to.
Once you get to California, it's probably a lot cheaper.
Yeah, right. I'll be right there.
You'll be right there.
Flying equality.
Yeah. Community that you might not have even in Cambridge because we don't need it here. So, absolutely interested to hear people's stories.
There's a woman's bar there. I want to know about it.
All right. Come on down to Birmingham.
Right. Only a 2 or 3 day trip by car.
All 48 spots.
I'll pick you up.
Right. I'll have my Sue and I will go, right, Sue?
Denise, I see a career for you after you, retire from public service.
Right. Thank you. That's all true.
You'd be a great bar owner.
And you can call it the mayor's.
Right. Mayor's place.
Mayor's
The mayor's parlor.
Right, so our chairs that way, because if they're my age, then it's not going to be much dancing anyway.
Need to rest in between.
That's right. So you need soft comfy chairs. Okay, that's it. I just need a planning team in Merced.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, I'm excited for you.
Thanks. Yeah, it's really fun.
Right. Do folks want to share some of their wishes or hopes or expectations about history?
Well,
Chris, no tickets, okay?
That's going to
No
be difficult.
tickets, safe travels. How are you recording your conversations?
With the camera.
With this?
Yeah. I have 2 cameras. That's a really nice one, so I'm going to use that one. I have kind of a backup one.
people even know what their rights are?
Yeah,
in their
right.
states? I mean,
Yeah.
I have found here, including straight people. I mean, at one point my sisters were all like, "We're going out to protest," but oh, we're all set now. 12 years.
Yeah.
Now, are there sort of host families waiting for you to arrive? Did you get plotted out?
I've set up interviews with equality organizations along the way. So, in Massachusetts we have Mass Equality.
Right.
I've been talking to one Iowa and Alabama Equality. Actually, I think they went out of business, but there's different organizations all over the country that I've been setting up interviews with, and then people have heard about driving equality, just I guess on websites or something. So they've been emailing me and they say, "Hey, I noticed that you're coming through like Ohio or like Idaho. Like you should stop by and see us." So I put them on the map and like you come by and we're gonna do interviews with those people. Yeah.
So you and
Yeah, me and my friend Chris. I wish he could be here today, but he has to work. And we've been friends for a long time, for like 10 years. And, we actually are both from Lunenburg, Massachusetts, which is interesting. It's a small town, but we went to high school together. Yeah, and so it's kind of looking on the trip. And see exactly where where I am, within a couple of feet. And I'm like, well, where I'm going to be like camping, kind of like random locations, and really anybody who wants to can find me.
Well,
So
at that point, you can turn it off, can't you?
yeah, you're right. Yep. So I just want to make sure I'm looking safe.
Safety first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important.
You may find some surprise allies along the way.
Yeah, right.
My dad is in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
I'm going to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Yes.
I'll send you.
I'm camping there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm doing the interview in Little Rock the next day.
And
Oh,
you
wow.
should go to the Clinton Museum, and also you should go to the Little Rock 9 Museum.
Okay,
It's
cool.
fantastic.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you more
Nice.
about it.
Thank you. Yes, then I'm going to have like, 150 to 200 hours of video, and then it's come back and just, going through it all. Yeah, seeing see, like, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I mean, there might be this like amazing story that develops on the trip.
Yeah,
Like,
sure, I know.
yeah, right. It's just going to be like collecting all this footage, and then I'm going to kind of see like what themes. Yeah, exactly. What themes emerge, and then put together whatever documentary kind of like speaks up to me. It's going to take a little while because I'm still in school full time. So,
Sure. Yeah. No, it's a big project.
yeah. Yeah. So my last final is May 6th, and then I'm leaving May 10th.
Yeah.
So like right now, this week, today is totally crazy for me. Like this is incredibly busy. And then I'm studying and writing these papers, and I'm done. And then a few days later, hop in the car. Here we go. And then I come back, and a few days later, I go back to school.
Wow.
It's gonna be crazy.
Driving Equality is a trek across America that is being orchestrated this summer by Cambridge resident and GLBT Commissioner Christopher Mason to raise awareness of the various forms of discrimination faced by the LGBT community. And Driving Equality will also highlight the differences in rights, laws, and amendments between the states, which shed light on the current social standing of queer individuals today, and create a dialogue about the disparities across the nation and what can be done to end discrimination for all. And whereas during the 100-day trip, Chris Mason will be meeting with LGBT community organizers, activists, and any citizen that will talk to him. Through documented interviews, he will gain an understanding of the current political climate and explore ways of combating discrimination. Throughout his journey, he will make frequent posts on his website, including photos and video clips. And whereas the Driving Equality route across the lower 48 states will document the progress of Christopher Mason's 100-day trip this summer and can be monitored at www.drivingequality.com. And whereas the project will culminate with a documentary of Chris Mason's experience with the aim of actively engaging people in a discussion about potential strategies for ensuring equality, now therefore being proclaimed that the City of Cambridge wishes Cambridge's GLBT Commissioner Christopher Mason a safe and successful journey as he delivers the message of equality from Cambridge. And this is, I'm going to say in advance, I think, that it will be adopted by the affirmative vote of 9 members. We'd like to present that to you, Chris. I also would like to present Chris with the key to the city. So while you're going across Massachusetts, you can try this in a number of doors.
All right.
But you know that it's going to work for the one that's waiting for you here.
Thank you.
So please have something to let him say.
Sure. Thank you. This is amazing. Wow. Now I can get back in. So I grew up in central Massachusetts, and that's where I was living 5 years ago. But I came out here to Cambridge, to right outside this city hall, just about 5 years ago when same-sex marriage became legal. And I was one of the thousands of people outside City Hall cheering and part of this huge rally for when same-sex marriage was finally legal. And Cambridge was the first city in the first state in the nation. And I think it was that night that I decided that when I moved to the city, I'm going to move to Cambridge. And it was a few years later, but I was looking for an apartment, and I only lived in Cambridge, and eventually I found one, and I moved here, and I've been living here for almost 4 years. And this is home to me. This is an amazing community. I love Cambridge, and I want to take what we have here, the acceptance and the equality that we have here, and try to drive that across the United States to the rest of the lower 48 states. So I urge you to check out the website, www.drivingequality.com, and you can follow our trek there. There's going to be lots of interesting stories. We'll be posting videos and pictures and blog posts up every day. So, follow